Raynal Moonbow, log entry stored. Evening, somewhere around 7 p.m. What can be said that hasn't already been said? Looks like we're the only people left in this godforsaken earth, and all I'm good at is repeating myself. We really need to get some help from Heathenridge Port while we get there. I mean, really. Fuel cells are running down the wire, and I'm not even sure we're gonna get there. Ratchet noticed we're running dry, but we agreed upon not telling the others. Kind of fancy the idea of, dying in quiet. Should it go that way, rather than perishing in a maelstrom of hysteria. You're doing a good job, Ratchet. Keep it up. Are you okay, Ratchet?
Yeah.
Can you find some way to, optimize or kind of get the power going?
I don't know. This boat is kind of crappy.
Yeah, I know, but if you can't find a way to route it, please reroute it.
Yeah, well, if I reroute it, we'll burn through all the excess liquid fuels and we'll be left entirely in the wayward mood of the fuel cells.
The Bullfrog class transport never uses liquid fuel cells other than the utmost emergency. Just gonna have to hope we don't end up in one of those.
Well, what?
Emergencies.
You do know that this boat itself is quite an emergency.
Tell me about it. Well, we still have solar power, right?
Yeah, but that power will suffice for sanitary use and night lights.
Well, then we have night lights.
Good night, Captain.
Night to you too, Ratchet.
Bob, don't forget to secure the holder for the extra fuel cells. If we could get our hands on some, that would be great to secure them to the engine as soon as possible.
Captain?
No line on the horizon?
Well, not one on land anyway.
How's machinery?
Well, Ratchet's doing pretty fine. Seems Bob is quite a welder. Aveline, could you give me the ETA for Heathenridge Port?
What? Just a sec. Excuse me. Tomorrow, early morning at the latest.
I don't like it.
Why is that? We have food, at least for them.
I'm talking about Bob.
And why would that be?
Complex of Asia has never made it fair. I'm just saying that we need to be prepared for anything.
Well, he ain't a COA, he's just a civvy.
Well, at least his story checks out. He said, or wrote, actually, that his ship was on a civilian trading mission in port when something happened. When he woke up, he was wearing the respirator. From what he could tell, it was apted by one of his crew members, but he never found any of them.
Then what?
Then he stumbled into us while collecting the food.
Well, I like new people. They all got stories, and I see no problem carrying folks. Be they COA, the UG, heck, even the Free World Union can share my meals. As long as we are being civil, I see no problem to it.
I'm just saying.
Well, anyway, this guy we left in the machinery, he was trying to fix this engine, which was broken, and we went home, and we found him in the engine room, stuck with his finger in the engine the Monday after. Was still there. Yeah. It's a shame you can't eat this food, Bob. I ate some good shit, man.
Yeah, a shame.
Well, it is proteins and still has quite a decent taste.
Yeah, well, it's got a taste, and I'm satisfied. Yeah.
Never imagined that a smudge of pudding could taste, well, anything.
See about taste buds in the morning, if we survive until then.
Proximity alert.
Engine failure.
No, it's an incoming signal. We're being hailed. To see by who?
Welcome. You are approaching Heathenridge Port Major. We are currently experiencing a lot of traffic at the moment and cannot sustain any more visitors to our docks. Please consider Stale Hollow Port for your resupply and repair needs instead. We are truly sorry for any inconvenience this may cause. This is Heathenridge Port Office, Raymond Clark, over and out. Welcome. You are approaching...
Great.
Oh, plot out our course for Stale Hollow. Perhaps if we follow the tide, we will be able to get there before our fuel cells run out. What?
Thing is, we're already out on fuel cells. We're running an emergency shift now, and if we go any further out of Heathenridge, we will run dry on fuel cells, and that will hurt them badly.
So what, we should bust?
Pretty much, yeah.
But you heard them, man. They can't take us. They're full. It might be ages before we get any assistance in Heathenridge.
That message only means one thing.
There's still people out there, and we're gonna get to them.
Heathenridge or bust.